What's going on, everyone? Fabian here from Set Tech, back again with another video, and tonight we're going to be taking a look and doing the final full review of the Samsung Galaxy S5 MTK6582 quad-core version. So you can pick this up over on DHgate's website, and I will have that link down in my video description for just around $118. If you go ahead and choose DHL shipping, you'll receive it in just a few days, so that's very convenient, so keep that in mind. Now, as far as the unboxing goes and what's included in the package, I've already covered that in a previous video, and pretty much the bare essentials comes in the Samsung Galaxy S5 clone box, as well as the headset, the 3.0 USB charging cable, as well as synchronizing cable, and also you do get the adapter included, as well as your battery, and also a flip case, which is a nice addition that they've added to the package itself. So for $118, well worth the pickup. So head over to that link down below if you guys are interested to pick this particular model up. And this is what we have here, the device in all of its glory, and I've done coverage on this particular device. Unfortunately, here I have a model that is not branded. Now, when ordering this particular device, just make sure that if you're interested in getting the branded with the original logo on the clone, you have to specify that in the message that you send your seller once you check out and pay for the item. So keep that in mind when ordering on their site. Please send the seller a message specifically asking for the model with the original logos. So in this case, I do not have that particular model here, although as you can see, it's pretty spot on as compared to the original. And this is the white version, of course. We're just going to briefly go around the device and show you what it looks like. As you guys already know, here on the left-hand side, we have our volume buttons up and down. At the top here, we do have a 3.5mm headphone jack with a microphone and the IR blaster, which is not real. That is just there as a dummy. Around the right-hand side, we have the power button with the chrome finish of the ridges on the bezel itself. Down below, as you see here, we have the port, which is a 3.0 USB port, which functions correctly, as well as the microphone. And even though the cover's here, the device is not water resistant, so just keep that in mind when purchasing this particular model. Around the back here, we have the white perforated back with the speaker grill down here at the bottom. At the top, you see the heart rate sensor, which doesn't seem to be real. It gives you a reading, however, I don't know that it is actually real. Your LED flash and your 8-megapixel camera. Now, the 8-megapixel camera is going to shoot at a lower resolution of 480p, and for the price point that you're getting this device at, that's really not too bad and pretty acceptable in my opinion. Revealing the back of the device shows you a 2800 milliamp hour battery, which seems to be a little bit lower. However, I was able to get most of my day's usage out of just one battery. At the top here, we have our micro SIM card along with our SD card slot, micro SD card slot. And down at the bottom, you have your speaker grill. And again, you can reveal the heart rate sensor, as well as your LED flash and your rear-facing 8.0 megapixel camera. On the front of the device, you can see the 5.1-inch display that is a resolution of 854 by 480, so not quite HD, but to the naked eye, it looks pretty good and pretty impressive in my opinion. Now here at the top, you can see the speaker grill. I don't know if you guys can make that out, but I have a notification currently, so you do have a notification indicator, as well as your proximity sensor and your 2.0 megapixel front-facing camera. Down below, you do have your home button, which is a standard home button, not necessarily a fingerprint scanner. Now, on the software side of things, it is said to be running currently Android 4.4.2. Now, I haven't been able to confirm this, whether it's an actual real 4.4.2 These are the reasons why I believe that it is not, even though it shows Android 4.4.2, model number SM-G900F. If you tap it on here several times, you're shown the Android logo. However, it is not the K4 KitKat. And when unlocking the device, you can see that normally we would have a camera button or a camera pull-up down here at the bottom. That is not available on this particular device. However, it is an Android experience. You guys can see that I have Facebook installed, Twitter, AttuneTube, my email, the Google Play Store. You guys can see that I have all of those installed. So it works just like an Android device. You can root this device, you can install applications, utilize it just as you would any other Android currently out on the market, which is actually rather nice and very impressive. As far as the cell phone quality, I was able to utilize it with my AT&T SIM card. No drop calls. The call quality was actually very, very good. However, the data bands, unfortunately, do not run LTE on this particular device, even though it's a quad-core. So it's pretty impressive for 3G speeds. I really can't complain. Because it is a quad-core version, I did run the AttuneTube benchmark test on this particular device. And just to show you guys, I did get a pretty decent score, you can see, of 17,348. If you take a look here at the top, it says good job, so it's pretty decent speeds. And if you take a look here at the device info, it shows Samsung Galaxy S5 SM-G900F 4.4.2. It's got a Qualcomm Snapdragon processor with the Adreno GPU 330. The resolution is showed to be 1080 by 1920. Now we know this is not the case. It is said that the rear camera is a 15.1 megapixel camera. However, I've been able to confirm that the quality is only that of an 8 megapixel camera. And overall, a decent device for the price. I really cannot complain. Overall, I'd have to say that it's actually held up very well. There's not very much lag. It works rather well for what I use it for. Again, you guys know me so far. I utilize my phone on a daily basis for basic everyday tasks. I go on Facebook, I follow on Twitter, watch some YouTube videos, sometimes my own. No, I'm just kidding. I access my emails every day, and I do some light texting throughout my workday, sometimes at night, and basically a couple of phone calls here and there. Nothing big, nothing major. I really don't need a very, very speedy processor for what I do because I don't go hardcore on the device. But it's always nice to have a quad-core device because it's always going to be speedier and faster. Now, as far as what the internals are, obviously you already know it's an MTK6582, which is a quad-core processor. It does have 1 gigabyte of RAM and 4 gigabytes only of internal storage. Now, the nice thing about the internal storage is that you can expand it with a micro SD card up to 32 gigabytes. That's always a nice option to have. And that's really all I have to say as far as the device goes. It's definitely well worth the money. I couldn't be happier. You guys should definitely head over to their website. The link is provided down below. If you guys are interested in picking this model up, $118 will get you this particular device. Please be sure to choose DHL shipping so that you can be guaranteed that the device will arrive in just a few days, possibly much less than a week. Well worth it. That's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and smash that like button down below. I really do appreciate it. It tremendously helps my channel. Thank you so much for the support you guys have been showing me in the past couple of weeks. I really appreciate it. If you're not already, be sure to follow me on Twitter at SetTechFabian so we can interact with each other on there. I'm on there quite a bit, so be sure to follow me at SetTechFabian. Also on Instagram at iMacTheIPhone. Before I go, I just want to let you guys know, if you haven't already, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, as I do have an upcoming giveaway that will be announced on here shortly. So stay tuned for that. That way you guys can participate and have the opportunity to win an incredibly awesome device. Surprise, surprise. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.